it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, we got a lot on here today.
And another one. And another one.
And another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Come on in where it's cool and got a little shade.
A little shade today.
And we might throw a little shade.
We might
Coming
throw
to
a
you,
little shade.
coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down Studios. Welcome to the Me and D
Pops and Son.
Podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No doubt.
No doubt. No doubt. No Diddy, no doubt.
Today is August the 17th, 2025. Man,
crazy.
this year is flying by. Let's pay a few respects. D, rest in peace. Bobby Whitlock, founder of the 60s group, Derek and the Dominoes.
Derek and the
Dr.
Dominoes.
Danielle Spencer. She was D from the sitcom What's Happening. She became a veterinarian once she left Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
So good for her. Yeah, that's why
really
I put
good
that
for her.
Dr. Danielle Spencer. She was funny too, a little smart mouth. Anyway, bodybuilding champion Haley McNeff died unexpectedly.
I saw that too.
At the age of 37. General Hospital's Tristan Rogers, aka Robert Scorpio, passed away at the age of 79 after a battle with cancer. Jack Bloomfield, longtime MLB scout and coach who gained fame as one of the first American-born baseball stars in Japan. He passed away last Monday. And then fringe-wearing Wyoming trial lawyer Jerry Spence passed away at the age of 96. Jerry Spence was a good lawyer. He always had that kind of country feel to him. He'd wear the jacket with the little, kind of like Indian.
Yeah, the little.
That's what they call them, the fringes.
Right, yep.
Yep, and he always sported one of those. Man, those things are expensive too.
Yeah, man.
They're not cheap. Not cheap, but rest in peace, Jerry Spence, and to the rest of those folks who passed away. Birthdays being celebrated today on the 17th. Rudy Gay, NBA player, former NBA player D. Brown, played the bulk of his career with the Boston Celtics. Another Boston athlete, Dustin Pedroia, played for the Red Sox. He celebrates a birthday today. Antoine Randall L., wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, now an assistant for the Bears, celebrates a birthday. Thierry Henry, French soccer forward, and he's also a manager and an analyst. Played, man, I don't know how many seasons he played. Man, 254 games with them. Yeah, he played a lot of games. Thierry Henry. Jorge Posada, one of my favorite Yankees players when they were having that run with him and Jeter and the rest of the gang. Catcher, 5-time NBA All-Star and Silver Slugger Award winner. Jim Courier, American tennis player, 4-time Grand Slam singles winner, celebrates a birthday. Christian Laettner, I talk about him often in terms of being very underrated. See, he's still not in the Hall of Fame. He's considered to be one of the best collegiate players, leading Duke to those championships. Had an okay NBA career. Yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame because it's the basketball. It
doesn't matter
the college and NBA, so or professional. So anyway, he's not in, but he celebrates a birthday today.
Dang, he's not in yet? That's crazy.
And he was on the Dream Team. A lot of people forget about
you
that.
You would have thought he would have been a shoe-in.
You would have thought. Ed McCaffrey, father of running back Christian McCaffrey. He played for the Denver Broncos. And John Gruden, Super Bowl winning coach with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Former coach down at our alma mater, Southeast Missouri State.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, I coached down there.
I was
Southeast
down
Missouri
at that
State.
SEMO.
Love me some Gruden. Don't like his emails, but
I'm
love
about
me
to say
some Gruden.
his emails.
Can you separate the man from the character?
Damn.
Go back and listen to that former podcast we had when we talked about Hulk Hogan. Anyway, moving on. Little sports history today. On the 17th, in 2016, Jamaica's Elaine Thompson completes the first 100-200 women's Olympic double since 1988. Thompson wins the 200 in 21.78 seconds to become the first woman Since Marion Jones in 2000 to win both Olympic sprints, Jones's records have been since stripped, so Thompson goes in the record book along with Florence Griffith Joyner. Yeah, she got stripped of her titles. Starred in the 1988 Seoul Games, Florence Griffith Joyner did. 2015, the National Labor Relations Board dismisses a historic ruling that Northwestern University football players are school employees who are entitled to form what would be the nation's first union of college athletes. Northwestern has been trying to do that for some years. 2014, the Phoenix Mercury sets a WNBA record with their 29th win, beating the Seattle Storm 78-65 in the season finale. Phoenix 29-5 tops the previous mark set by LA's 28-4 in both 2000 and 2001, and Seattle's 28-6 in 2010. 2008 at the Summer Olympics in Beijing. Michael Phelps and 3 teammates win the 400-meter medley relay for Phelps's 8th gold medal, eclipsing Mark Spitz's 7-goal performance at the 1972 Munich Games. Of his 5 individual races and 3 relays, Phelps sets world records in 7 and an Olympic record in the 8th. Wow. Okay. 2005, the NCAA purchases the rights to the preseason and postseason national invitation tournaments as part of a settlement ending a 4-year legal fight between the two parties. The 40-team postseason NIT, which is a year older and once the bigger event, will be run by the NCAA. And way back in 1933, Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees plays his 1,308th straight game to break Everett Scott's record of 1307. Gehrig would play 2,130 straight games, which was eclipsed by the great Cal Ripken Jr. in 1995. So we paid our respects, celebrated birthdays, and then we talked some sports history on this day, August the 17th.
Woo, there you go.
There you go. What's on tap?
What's on tap?
We got the final round of the BMW Championship, which is part of the FedEx playoffs, the year-end tournament. Robert McIntyre takes a 4-shot lead over Scotty Scheffler in the final round today. We talked about the St. Jude Classic last week, and could Tommy Fleetwood get that victory?
Fleetwood.
He didn't get that victory.
He didn't get it.
Didn't get that victory.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. NFL preseason today, you got the Jags and the Saints, and then the Bills and Bears. And then we got a Monday night game tomorrow. We got the Bengals and Commanders.
Oh, wow.
And then we've got games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week to close out the preseason.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get down to the real dealio.
The real deal. The real deal.
Holyfield. The Little League World Series is taking place as we speak. And then you'll have the annual MLB game tonight being played between the Mets and the Seattle Mariners. And the last thing on the slate that we're looking forward to, week 0, college football begins. Kansas State, Iowa State will be in Dublin, Ireland.
Pretty good.
Iowa State was 11-3 a year ago, and Kansas State was 9-4. K-State is a 3.5-point favorite with the over-under set at 49.5. Avery Johnson returns as the starting quarterback for Kansas State, while Iowa State will be led by Rocco Becht, who was a redshirt junior.
Rocco's modern life.
Man, so damn, D, football is less than a week away.
Where it counts, where it counts.
It's week 0, but it will count.
It's week 0, but it counts.
It will count. And in the leadoff spot, since we're talking about football, what are you most looking forward to this college football season? So what's on D's mind as he heads into the 2025 college football season?
I'd like to see what Georgia's going to do, see if we can bounce back, if we can contend again this year. Also, I'm interested to see what Coach Prime and them do in Colorado, not having his sons there, and
without
Travis Hunter too. There's a lot. Jimmy Horn. They had a few people go to the NFL.
Right.
So it's a whole different wave. It's a whole different class there now. So I want to see what they do, if they can still reach some success after they had a pretty good season last year.
9-4, yeah.
Yep. So I think I'm interested in those things. Georgia, I want to see what the Bulldogs do. And I'm interested in this to see how the college football playoffs pan out towards the end of the year. But I'm excited to see some good college football.
All right. For me, I want to see if Texas's Arch Manning is the player that we expect him to be, because I really think he's got a good head on his shoulders. We obviously know the stock he comes from, the Manning tree,
Manning family,
Manning family tree. I got a feeling the dude is going to be pretty good.
I think so too.
I think he's going to be real good, and I got a feeling that Texas might be the team that wins it all. We'll see. And that's my other thing is, will the SEC take the natty away from the Big Ten, who's won these last two seasons, with Michigan winning 2 years ago and then Ohio State winning as well. So is the SEC, who everybody says on paper is the dominant conference, can they get back to championship form? So that's what's on my mind and what I want to see, what I'm interested in for this upcoming season. All right, son, they say defense wins championships. Not when you're fighting Hamzat Chimaev.
Man,
total domination last night against Dricus Duplessis.
Man, Duplessis.
Hey, you said I saw in the chat that you stayed up for it. I took a nap so I could see it.
Oh yeah, I definitely watched it.
That was a fight, man. Dude, I've never seen anybody dominate someone on the ground for 20 plus minutes. I've never seen it.
Taking them down for Will, almost like what's his name, Khabib. That's how Khabib used to do folks. You just hold them down and just maul them.
But he wouldn't hold them down that long. That was 20 plus minutes.
He was holding them in that crucifix for like that little he had both his arms, and he was just, even though they didn't really amount to nothing, they're still just getting them
I kept thinking that he's gonna bust his eardrum. I bet you that he can't hear today.
But even like doing like little taps.
Oh yeah,
that's
just repeatedly
for 5 minutes, just getting tapped on. Just
even when the ref was giving Duplessis an opportunity to get up and see if he could do something, Chimaev would take him right back down on the ground. Like, man, I mean, with ease,
with no problem, nothing. Like, like you knew he was gonna take you down.
And then in the last round, when the ref let them up to fight towards the end, I think it was like 1 and 22 minutes left in the fight.
That's when
he let them back up. But Duplessis had expended so much energy trying to get out of those holes, he couldn't throw anything.
He had nothing left.
He had nothing left. He was almost out on his feet. Now he scored a couple little lucky punches. It looked like he might was getting ready to
he tried to
guillotine.
He tried to do something towards the end, but it was too late. You needed like at least two more minutes to even try, because you needed a knockout or submission, because Chimaev was dominating the fight.
Man, he dominated that fight.
The whole fight.
I'm serious.
Nothing but the fight.
What would they say? Like 20 seconds? It take him like 20 seconds each round to get him on the ground.
As soon as the bell ring, dude
came right up. Yep.
Mid change, leg sweep. I'm bringing you down. And if he didn't get it right away, he stayed with it.
Yeah,
fight off. But bro, I got you. Like, I'm not letting go.
He did not let go. And like the announcer said, Daniel Cormier and what's his name? Joe Rogan. What does the rest of the middleweight class have to say about that? Because he's going to continue to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be able to stop him from getting you on the ground. And I don't know.
Crazy.
As easy as he took Duplessis down, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was really.
That's got to be a classic. That has to be an instant classic.
Yeah, as far as like
total domination
of a champion too. And Duplessis
it wasn't even close, and we knew what we were going to hear, and knew he got the belt. He's now 15-0, and he's going to dominate that middleweight division. And then in the undercards, Carlos Prates and both Lerone Murphy both won with spinning elbows to knock their opponents out.
Spinning elbow, crazy.
Okay, I've seen one spinning elbow do it, but not two.
They said, I'm going to do it that.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to do it. Okay, I've been working on this, and he just did it, and it worked.
Let me try that.
Man, both of them knocked their opponents silly. And especially what got me is both of the refs knew these fighters are out. As soon as they go to do the ground and pound, they just know, get up off. This fight is over. That was a hell of a card. That was a good card they put.
It was actually a really decent card. There was actually some really good fights.
They split the money. I don't know if you watched the post-fight with Dana White, where they do the press conference, but the fights of the night were those three: Prates, Lerone Murphy, and Chimaev. So they all got $50,000. Got the $50,000 bonus each. So that was pretty nice.
That's
yeah,
nice. Sweet. I like that.
Normally one person gets it, but now he split it up. He's man. I don't care if those other fights were either at the beginning or the end. It didn't matter because what each one of those, they brought it. Yeah, so that was good. Good
it
card.
Was a hell of a it was a hell of a card. But yeah,
UFC 319, man, you got a new champ, Chimaev, Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah, he's definitely a problem.
And he's just 15-0, so he's just getting started.
He's just getting started.
I don't know anybody that can beat him, D. Looking like that?
Not in that division.
Not in that division.
Asanya's not doing it.
He's done. Strickland is pretty much over.
Duplessis, that was done. Yeah. What you said, Strickland? Yeah, he's really not doing nothing.
Because he dominated. It was Adesanya, Strickland. It was 3 people that they named. I can't think of the
Robert
third.
Whitaker? I know he beat Robert Whitaker.
It was Whitaker, I'm thinking.
I believe so.
And then Strickland and Sean Strickland.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I think you're right.
Running through that, he's been running through that middleweight division. Even when Usman went up he took that fight just last minute. Usman's a real good wrestler, but he had Usman on the ropes too, like as far as just like dominating like a wrestler like that. So I'm just
I've never seen anybody.
Dude's crazy.
He couldn't. He couldn't get out.
Faces he was making.
Yeah. How you do his eyebrow? I can't even do it.
Dude, crazy.
Like, I'm coming for you, and you won't be able to stop me.
That sinister look. I'm like, okay, dude's a
But
killer.
then the trainers had me laughing because they're like, hey, you got to get up. He's looking at him. I don't know what to do. We didn't train for this. The look on Duplessis' face was like,
that should have been the whole training camp.
What do you want me to do?
Was how to get out.
It looked like they didn't wrestle 1 minute. He's gonna wrestle you, right? But we're not gonna practice it. Let's practice the spinning elbows.
Let's practice the stand up. We're just gonna do stand up this week.
Right. We're gonna force him to stand up. Yeah, he's not gonna force him to stand up.
No,
I guarantee you, he won't get me on the ground.
I guarantee he's not even gonna be able to get you on the ground.
He kept you on the ground.
But couldn't even get up. Couldn't even get away. He couldn't get away.
Even when he would buck and try to get from under him, he was just moving. He just moved a little bit further to the left, and he had the man.
He had the fix. Just me.
All right, so out of
those little taps.
25 minutes. How many minutes you think he had him in that crucifix? 12?
Yeah, for real though. That's a long time just being in that position. But I'm just,
even if he smacked you, that eventually that's gonna hurt. But he was hitting him.
Yeah, I'm hitting you. Even
and then a couple times he came down with that elbow.
And then there was a couple. There's a round where he started getting some good. And you are right. Like it did look like he was gonna bust his ear.
It looked like his eardrum was gonna burst.
Man, and then he got a couple elbows in there, and you can't do nothing. He couldn't, bro. He had both his arms between the dude's legs, and the dude was holding it, and he just. That's a bad day at the office. He said, damn, I got 3 more rounds with this dude.
Hey, 3 minutes. 3 minutes in that 2 minutes in that crucifix, or you working on the roof and the heat index is 100 plus degrees.
Yeah, I'd rather work on that roof. I ain't gonna give me a little break, a little water break. At least I can get some shade.
It's gonna be so hot as soon as you go back up there.
I don't mind.
I mean, it's gonna be blistering hot.
I can't be in no crucifix. Just give my head.
All right, so 1 minute. 1 minute in the crucifix.
That's crazy.
That is crazy how much he dominated that fight.
That was a domination.
Total domination.
Yeah,
and speaking of the UFC, it was announced that in 2026, they're going to be primarily streamed on Paramount Plus in the United States, part of a 7-year deal with Paramount. Select numbered events will also be simulcast on CBS. This deal marks a shift away from the traditional pay-per-view model, meaning that you'll need to add another streaming service if you plan to continue to make UFC one of the biggest brands ever. And think about this, D.
They
started on Spike TV. I do remember I scroll through on Spike and you see some fights, and Spike TV eventually became Paramount. I didn't know that till I did a little
I
research.
ain't know that either.
Yeah. But Dana mentioned it last night when he was saying how we started on this little bitty company, UFC,
Yep.
on Spike TV.
Yep.
Then they graduated to Fox. Then they graduated to ESPN, and now they're going to be with Paramount. So that's crazy.
Hell of a deal too.
The progression of what UFC is. That was
what
the
is now.
highest draw that they've had. They were at the United Center in Chicago. The most people for any sporting event. It was more than 21,000 people, and the place was packed. And they're just stacking money on top of money, and these deals that they continue to broker, amazing. I don't know who had that business model. I know it wasn't Dana White, but the people behind him who came up with that business model, man, oh man, I know they couldn't be happier.
Yeah,
with the outcome of that.
Yeah, that was especially just where they started and just a taboo combat sport. You watch it and you had some legends and greats, just Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz, and you got just
George St. Pierre,
and Rampage Jackson. And it started getting a lot of steam, and then John Jones came about, and all these legends started coming, and it started just slowly just building. I think what really took it off was really when COVID hit.
It is.
That's when that's when it was a standalone. That's the only sport.
That's all we had.
We had to watch.
That's
and
all
they were
we
putting
had.
a fight on every week, every month. They bought a whole island just so they can put on these fights and keep us entertained. And then now we're just looking for it. Now it's the mainstream.
You get ESPN. Definitely mainstream.
Yeah. You looking for it to watch the fights.
But look, now they're going to be streaming on CBS. So anybody can see it now.
Anybody.
So it's really going to take off. The popularity is only going to increase. Like I said, that business model, that whoever put that together, I think something with an F, the name of the family.
They got one.
They got one, man.
They got one.
Wouldn't mind putting in a few
cheese, right?
A few pennies on that stock. It's got to be
especially
through the roof.
Especially if you had it when it started to where it is now.
Oh my goodness! When it just
when
came
it started
on Spike TV,
and now look at you just left it in there. You didn't touch it.
Yeah,
you didn't touch it. You just let it. Woo, boy, you got dividends.
A few weeks ago, you mentioned the White House card that they are going to have UFC. He said there's a 1,000,000,000 chance that he would put John Jones on that card. He said he just don't trust him. So John Jones won't be on that
John
card.
Jones ain't going to be there?
Nah, he don't trust him to stay clean and do the right things to put himself in position
to
be on that card. Yeah, so that's a shame.
Man. That is a shame.
Shame. All right, son. Right place, right time, right fit, right team. And what prompted that thought process? Start thinking about quarterbacks and Cam Ward. All indications, he's the right quarterback for Tennessee.
At the right time,
at the right place. It's the right fit. You got an offensive-minded coach. He's in a place where there's no turmoil. The coach is probably going to get fired.
Beef it, yeah.
He's probably the quietest number one pick that I can remember. There's no fanfare around it. Even Bryce Young, when he went to the Panthers, there's a little hype,
little steam,
Yeah, there's no hype around Cam, and they say he's just getting in the playbook. He's very humble, very thorough, very matter of fact about what he's doing, and he's probably the quarterback that Tennessee's been looking for since Steve McNair.
I was about to say since Steve McNair, for real.
They hadn't really had a quarterback that you're going to hitch the wagon to, so to speak.
Yep.
We really feel good about this quarterback. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, he was okay. I can't even remember who came after Air McNair. I'm drawing a blank.
He
spotty.
It was talent there, but nothing really there. Steve Young really didn't pan out for them.
You said Steve Young?
I don't know, Vince Young.
Okay.
Vince Young out of Texas. Vince Young didn't really pan out for him.
No.
He was really supposed to. Yeah, and especially like you said, especially to be a number one draft pick, you're not hearing nothing about it. You couldn't tell. You would have thought Shador would be the number one pick,
right?
The way they even Jackson Dart, these other guys.
And I'm glad you brought him up because they say he seems to be on track to become that quarterback that they've been looking for since Eli.
Wow. Damn.
They say he's been looking real good in camp. Again, I really don't watch preseason. I was looking for Shador. I would have watched if he played last night against the Eagles, but I really don't put a lot of stock in the preseason games. But because, like I said, I get so sick of seeing your own team. Oh, damn, another player got injured. Another player got injured. I'm like, I don't even want to see it. Just show me who's going to be on the 53-man roster.
I just want the finished product.
I just want the finished product, because, man.
Y'all still in the making of the team. Just let me know when y'all ready to suit up and play.
Exactly.
But Cam Ward, but also I've heard really good things about his, like you said, his maturity too. He holds players accountable. That he's definitely taking that leadership role early as far as holding people accountable and saying, hey, this is, he said he was getting on to players as far as the intensity and the practices. He's saying, man, we're being lackadaisical out here. We need to tune it up. And so, yeah, no, I'm excited.
He's definitely taking ownership. Yeah,
I'm excited to see what he does. Definitely going to be rooting for him, and hopefully he has some good success.
I had another example, Patrick Mahomes. Right place, right time, right fit, right team, right coach.
It couldn't go wrong. I mean, everything was right because they had success with Alex Smith.
They did.
You just needed they finally got a guy who can just give you just a little bit extra. And Mahomes,
a game changer.
That swagger and that athleticism. He was a multi-sport athlete, and you could tell he played basketball. You could tell he played baseball. You could tell he was good at a lot of sports. And same with his dad and his mom supporting him.
Both
being
athletes
as well. You can see that athleticism runs in the family. But yeah, Mahomes, that was right everything. He just
right time to sit him down.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we don't need you right now. We just need you to get in this playbook. And he got in the playbook, and the dudes never looked back.
Bro,
and
never.
As we said, they might go to four straight Super Bowls if they make it this year. That's how dominant he's been. 5 of the last 6. That's
and
unreal.
He's not even 30 yet.
No, he's got some years left, especially if he can stay healthy. If they keep him upright and he doesn't have a serious major injury. 10. I say 8 years safely. Probably 10 years would be more exact. How much more money is that too?
Much more money,
man. Yeah. And so then it brings me to Anthony Richardson with the Colts. And I know the jury is still out.
Wrong time.
I think it was the wrong the wrong fit because he'd only played in less than 20 games. That in college,
that's not enough.
They say the scouts don't even really look at you until you've played 25 on up. You look at Bo Nix. I think they say he's played 45 to 50 games.
Bo Nix was he played a lot of
Daniels, 50 plus games in college. Your better quarterbacks are seasoned in college, and then they get to the pros and they do their thing.
Hopefully that's for Michael Penix. Michael Penix was around there. I just hope injury doesn't.
I think he's the right place in the right time.
He's had a lot of experience.
I just wish they'd given him the starting
job from the
get-go. I think that whole, I don't know, just something about how they did it just didn't really seem right.
So I got a little bit of back in watching the quarterback series. So watching the Netflix quarterbacks show, the quarterback show.
The second season.
Yeah, second season. Kirk was on point. He was on money. Like, he was hot. Like, he was on it. He got hurt towards that like week 9 after, around like week 7.
They were like 5-2, weren't they? They were up to a good start.
Through 9 weeks, we were 6-3 at the top of the division.
Damn.
9 weeks, we were 6-3 at the top of the division. We had beaten Tampa twice, and it was just pretty much made for. We just had to close out the season and just beat them. He got injured. Well, he had the injury with the Achilles tendon. They said he wasn't really fully healthy. He was still battling through that. Then his shoulder hurt, and then his elbow. That's why he was throwing a lot of picks. So he was trying to fight through it. They were trying to stay with him. They were trying to believe in him. But the injuries just added he didn't have his leg injury. Yeah, his legs weren't under him. He didn't have the elbow to get the zip on the ball, and his shoulder really couldn't get the full healthiness that he needed. They tried to stay with him, but then ultimately they had to make the call because I was confused too. I'm like, damn, they should have done Penix, but it makes sense watching the show. But now they're saying Kirk is healthy, so it should be a win-win for us as far as the quarterback positions, because if Michael Penix doesn't pan out, Kirk Cousins being healthy, he likes to be from that underdog standpoint. He really wants to prove himself that, hey, I can still play at a very high level, and he's an underdog. So I think we should be okay, barring no injury. But they said Michael Penix is looking pretty smooth too.
All right, son. Moving on. Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question of the week.
And this is one a lot of folks can identify with. So my question is, if you pick up food from your favorite restaurant, do you tip the person who hands you the food? Do you put the tip on the receipt when you place the order? Or do you put the money in a general tip jar?
So I guess it depends. For instance, we got Olive Garden, I ordered it or whatever, and you go in there and pick it up and it has the little spot. So I throw a couple of dollars for like the people who prepped it, even if I'm not sitting down. I'm not gonna do as much as if I was sitting down. I guess for the server, but if I'm like just going to pick up the food, I might just throw a couple $3 on there extra, just be like, y'all prepped it. Hopefully you didn't breathe too heavy on it. But I'll add a little bit on there just for the people who prepped it, got my utensils.
Yeah, I do the same. But sometimes I get pissed when you give a nice tip and then you get home and something is jacked up with the meal.
That's you gonna get a couple bucks. You get about $3 because
right. I would say $2 to $3, depending on
$3 is extra.
Olive Garden, if it's the one young lady who always comes out, because I do sit in the car and wait for it. Anyway, I give her $5. So she's pretty good. She makes sure the order's decent. But a lot of places, you might get 2 or 3. And it also depends on how long I have to wait.
True.
If I have to sign the receipt, if you made me wait or you had a nasty attitude,
yeah, you're not getting
I might look at $1. I might look at it, but I don't mind putting that 0 with the slash in.
Yeah.
You get nothing in like
be real about it. You didn't really serve me. Now, don't get me wrong. The serving industry is tough. All respect. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, though, when we go out and sit down and eat. So
we go sit down and eat, but I mean, if I'm just going to pick it up, you're going to get a couple of dollars just because you put it together and you make sure that was right. If
your attitude was right.
Right. You're going to get who does that go to? But who does that go to? You know, does it to that lady? Does it go to
that's the thing.
Because
that's a lot of times I'll ask too. I'm like, so who gets the tip? And they'll say, we put it in and at the end of the night, we split it up amongst ourselves, or in this case, I do, and I'll just hand them $1 or $2, something like that. That's why I don't like the general tip thing, because I don't know.
Yeah, who's getting it? Because
I mainly get some of that.
Because I want to give it. Because if I'm just picking it up, I mainly want to just give it to the cooks. Make sure they get the.
But they don't get.
They don't get nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Then it's the people. So really, y'all just putting it in the containers, putting it in my bag, and make sure everything's correct. You can get a couple $. That's about it. But nothing crazy.
All right.
I used to not to.
No, I had a habit of not. I'm like, you didn't cook. You didn't cook it.
Perfect.
You didn't serve it. You just handed it.
Who am I tipping?
You get nothing.
Put some extra mints in there next time. That's my tip.
All right, son. Moving on. We thought it would, and it didn't. The Gervonta Tank Davis, Lamont Roach 2 fight was supposed to take place last night. It didn't happen. But I saw an interview with Lamont Roach Friday night. He said he's still ready.
He's trying to fight somebody.
He wants to fight somebody. And he said the fight, though, that he's got his eye on is one that we mentioned here, is Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, I think that'd be a real
good matchup.
I think that'd be a real solid fight. I guess they're going to fight at 135.
He didn't say that part. I don't remember them mentioning that, but he just said if they did do it, it'd be early 2026.
He needs another big fight, another headline fight.
Or he just needs a fight he needs a tune-up fight, I think, to be ready for Shakur.
Lamont?
Mm-hmm. Because this is August now. You go all the way to just say February, March without another fight because you train for Tank.
Right.
I don't know if you lose some of that or
that luster. You might just need to go ahead and just get in a ring with somebody.
Yeah, you just need to get in with somebody, competitively to just make sure you're sharp and that you're ready for that opportunity.
And then go to Shakur.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. That's what I would recommend. But I don't know. I was just disappointed how Gervonta's off the
he keep beating up his baby mama.
Yeah, the out of the ring crap keeps coming up, and
with the same baby mama.
Man, I've been watching that fight though because I put it on the channel where it just shows it over and over on the loop. That fight was a lot closer than people think.
It was a pretty close fight.
Why it was a draw, but
that's why I was like, because you almost Tank wasn't really winning that fight for real. It was at no point you were like, oh yeah, Tank he's clearly winning.
He's
it was almost like
he's taking control of the fight. Nah, Roach was the aggressor most of the fight and had the bigger punches. But anyway, we thought it would, and it didn't. All right, man, your pet is ready, D. Let's see.
Jink in the building?
Jenkins, the jackass. He's
Jink
ready
in
to
the
tell someone,
jackass.
you're a jackass.
You're a jackass.
And normally I don't like to say it to teenagers or young athletes, but in this case, I can't help it. So this goes to LSU's JT Lindsey, freshman running back who harbored 2 wanted fugitives in his apartment and his dorm room. He was arrested for his involvement in hiding them from authorities. He turned himself in on August the 8th. But the 2 fugitives, Shamel Jacobs and 18-year-old, Keldrick Jordan, both wanted on murder charges when they shot and killed Corey Brooks in a fatal shooting in Alexandria, Louisiana back in May. He'd even gone so far as to let them use his key card to get in and out of the dorm. So he basically hid them for May, June, July, for about 3 months, 2 to 3 months. He kept them from being arrested. They finally got them, his career's over. They cut him from the team. Yeah, obviously he got arrested. He's cut from the team. But you're a freshman, man. You're just getting started. In the game. And the reason I call you a jackass, man, that lapse of judgment is going to follow you the rest of your life. Come on, fellow, go hide somewhere else. You don't have a cousin. Why you gotta come to school with me?
Yeah. Why y'all gonna put me in jeopardy?
Yeah, why do I gotta lose everything? Yeah. But why did he put himself in that position in the first place?
Not even thinking about it at all.
And I think what took me over the edge is you leaving them your ID and your pass. And the one dude, they say he was just coming and going. He was a student. He was on campus so much.
He was hiding in plain sight.
He's like, I'm a student, not doing anything.
Yeah, I signed up for the debate club.
Let me go down here and get some of this breakfast.
He's signing up for all the little clubs. Bro, you supposed to be laying low key. Man, right. I just after school activities. He's doing
football intramurals and all.
Right. He doing all the little stuff. Yeah, I joined Deca Club. I'm in the
JT Lindsey. Yeah, you're a jackass, man.
Jackass.
Threw away your career. I hope at some point he gets out or whatever happens. I hope he's able to turn his life around and resume playing football. But yeah, that's going to cost you, my man. That's going to cost you. Time for the wild and the weird.
The wild and the weird.
And the premeditated. Ezekiel Kelly went live on Facebook in 2022 and went on a shooting spree in Memphis, of all places again, killing 4 people in the process and injuring 3 others. This week, he accepted a plea deal that resulted in him being handed 3 life sentences. Kelly originally faced 28 charges, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and carjacking.
Tripping.
In September 2022, when Kelly was just 19 years old, he went on an hours-long shooting spree that was briefly shown on Facebook. Per the footage, Kelly was seen exiting a vehicle, walking into an auto zone, and opening fire.
What? Crazy.
Man, that's wild. That's weird. That's premeditated. That's stupid. You're a jackass.
You're a jackass.
Need to sit your ass down. All of the above.
All the above, man. Like, what is wrong with people, bro? That is crazy.
Why would you? I guess you wanted to be caught. That's all I get out of it.
You know, nothing going on, huh?
You wanted to be seen and you wanted to get caught.
But why if you're not happy with life, why you gotta hurt other people?
That's the part I don't get.
You're not happy, then
you go ahead and do so. Yeah, you go on and go away.
Tie some bricks to your legs and jump in a river, okay? Harm yourself. Like, you don't take it out on other people.
For real though. Yeah.
For real though.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but that's crazy.
Yeah, 4 people dead just because, and you wanted to broadcast it though. You thought that was cute. Ain't that effed up?
And that is effed up.
And that's next segment. Ooh, here's his first one, D. Man wearing a diaper and pacifier around his neck goes to an elementary school and approaches 2 young girls saying goo goo gaga and stated that he needed his diaper changed. Ain't that effed up?
Ain't that effed up and nasty? That's nasty. What the hell?
45-year-old Wesley Stephen Worrell was arrested in Tyler, Texas on August the 7th after allegedly confronting two young girls near Andy Woods Elementary School wearing only a diaper and a pacifier around his neck. Charged
That's
with
effed
criminal
up.
solicitation of a minor and criminal trespassing, Worrell is being held in Smith County Jail with bonds totaling $600,000. On July 29th, the girls, one aged 11, were riding bikes and scooters in their neighborhood when they noticed a silver vehicle following them. The girls, described as visibly shaking and truly petrified, fled to a nearby home where a man and his son were in the garage. The girls, who skinned their knees in their haste, reported a scary man chasing them. The son searched for the vehicle while a woman in the home comforted the girls. Police later identified and arrested Worrell at his workplace.
So he was driving around like a baby?
Yeah, he had the diaper on and had the pacifier around his neck, and he was looking for little girls. Ain't that effed up?
Ain't that effed up? So he was acting like a baby driving.
Yeah, he got out the car. He's like, goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
goo goo
somebody
gaga.
help me?
Your ass in this jail. There's some dudes in there that's gonna change your diaper, all right. Yeah. Goo goo gaga.
He's gonna
in there.
change a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You'll be changing his diaper.
They're gonna give you something else to suck on besides a pacifier.
Yeah.
Goo goo gaga is crazy. Ain't that effed up?
Ain't that effed up, son? And here's the second one. A Los Angeles woman who flaunted luxury goods and wads of cash on social media will be sentenced to federal prison for stealing credit cards and cashing other people's checks to fund her lavish lifestyle, according to the U.S. Department of Justice.
They watching.
Ain't that effed up?
Feds watching. You gotta watch.
But she put it on social media too. Here's all my stuff. Hey, look what I just got. This new Rollie. Look what I just went. I went on trips and. Yeah, on Monday, Mary Ann McDammit, and that name cracks me.
McDammit?
MAGDAMIT, McDammit.
McDammit.
Damn it, McDammit. 31 years of age, of Carson, California, admitted to conspiring to commit bank fraud while working as a U.S. Postal Service worker in Torrance, California. From 2022 until July 2025, she stole mail containing checks, debit and credit cards, and personal identifying information, and then activated the stolen cards to make luxury purchases and take international trips to tropical locales.
I hope you was living your best life.
She had to have been, but you ain't living it much longer. McDammit.
McDammit. They like, hold up, how you going on these little lavish trips? Like,
right. On a postal worker's income.
Postal worker's salary. Like, you ain't even got that much PTO.
They had cameras everywhere. When they see her stealing these people's mail, going into getting these cards.
How she just finessing? How was she able to do it for 3 years?
3 years, D.
For 2022 to 2025?
Yeah.
Just finessing people.
And just recently got caught. That's the thing. To July of this year. Because
it wouldn't have happened if she wasn't really flaunting. So she probably could have
she went on social media and was like, look where I just went. Look what I just bought.
They're like, hold on. Nah, you don't be making that much. They watching. They watching you.
Especially if you advertise it. You put it on Facebook or social media. You're bragging. I always tell people, don't brag. You show where you are. Yeah, I'm out of town. Oh, they're not home. Let's go break in.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, that's where you are.
That's where you at.
1 hour ago, loving life here in the Bahamas. Watch what you put on social media.
Somebody been plotting, waiting for you to go out of town.
Waiting to get into your home. All right, son. Let's get this
out.
That's
crazy. Oh, that sounds like a good pour that.
Yes, sir. I just showed mine a little earlier. I went back to my mainstay.
You had to go back to that OG where we're supposed to be.
We're powered. This podcast is definitely powered by Excess Energy drinks.
It is.
Make sure you hit D up for yours when you want something refreshing to drink. You can't beat this, but it's time for that juicy news. Because if you don't know, Now you know. Young player.
brother, young
Player, because I hear
player,
him in the background.
because you hear
Player. So
player,
young brother.
player. Be quiet.
Yeah. Shout it.
Right.
Young brother. Young sister.
sister,
Young
young
player. Dwight
White
Howard. P.
P.
Diddy. Porter.
Porter
Family. Sheeta. Justin. Tucker. Shay. Don't forget about Shay.
Yeah, what about Shay? So that juicy news, if you don't know, now you know. There was a little beef between Cameron, the rapper Cameron, and the actor Omar Gooding. So they had a beef going on that sparked up on social media due to some. So they were in a movie together not too long ago. Cameron and Omar Gooding did a movie together, so they have had a relationship before, just working together.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes back to a comment that Cameron made saying how the black actor now has to wait for somebody to put him on or put him in something. So he was saying no disrespect, but you got people like Ving Rhames and Omar Gooding. You guys should have saved your money better just so you can start putting on your own movies. And now you don't have to wait on people like 50 Cent to put you in a BMF or pretty much. And he wasn't really trying to throw no shade. He was just talking about in the generality how most black actors have to wait to somebody to put them on instead of being good with your money, and you can just start doing what 50 Cent does. Mm-hmm. But then I guess Omar Gooding took it personally, and I guess he came out with a rap, like a diss track, and went at Cameron, dissing him on that. So then Cameron,
who is a rapper,
gets his back by he pays $3,500 for Omar Gooding to fly out to Miami to record this fake movie. So he gives him a plane ticket, puts him in a hotel, say, hey, yo, I'm recording this movie. I'm going to have you star in it. So then pretty much he has Omar Gooding in there. He got these actors, fake actors, and they're pretty much just like making fun of him. So like he gives them like the script and it tells them, okay, this is going to be the scene. So they record a fake scene, and in the scene, he's humiliating Omar Gooding in the scene. He's like having him taking his shirt off, doing push-ups, and there's some guys over there just making fun of him, pretty much humiliating him, just to find out that this movie's never going to be come to the light of day. So he humiliates him and pretty much puts him on blast. You can go and look at the clip. Cameron posted it on his social media of Omar Gooding because it's like a prank. He almost pranked him like a punk.
He punked him. Yeah,
he punked him. He said he was in like the other room just laughing at him. And then he goes to his social media and be like, yeah, man, this movie is fake. You ain't even going to be in here, bro.
So what did Omar, did he respond yet? Or?
So Omar said, okay, you got me. And now he said he's going to be recording some more diss tracks. He said, y'all playing checkers, I'm playing chess pretty much. But
nah, that was a chess move.
That was a chess move and punked him good.
So that tells me too, Omar doesn't have an agent.
Exactly.
Because your agent would have vetted out what is this role going to be, when is filming start,
get the details.
Yeah, get all the details.
He ain't getting booked like that.
He ain't getting...
Hopped
he
on that.
Was hungry. He took that bait quickly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, tickets paid for? Rooms paid for?
Rooms paid for?
Okay, yeah, I'm there. Put me down. Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was the little beef because it was funny. That was just a petty move that he went through that whole thing. So, yeah, we're going to put you in a movie, the scene.
Man, he fooled him.
He embarrassed him in that scene, and then the movie's not even going to come out. So he just had him just do all that for nothing.
All right. Man, that's a good one. So I hadn't heard that. I got to go do a little bit of homework and see that myself. All right, moving on. Those pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and flops.
Pops, flops, and props. Who are you popping?
Pop's going to go to college football. We were a week away from week 0.
Less than a week now.
Less than a week. Game starts Saturday, August 23rd. Excited to see it. College football is back, and then the NFL will be following that here shortly. So football, we ready.
All right, so my pop is going to go to Justin Rose for holding off J.J. Spawn after a three-hole playoff to win the St. Jude Classic in Memphis last week. Again, I was rooting for Tommy Fleetwood to get his first PGA Tour win. He didn't do that, so Now who you flop?
Flop is gonna go to Dricus du Plessis, man. He just
Man.
bit off a little bit more he could chew as a championship fighter. Boy, it didn't look like you was ready for that fight at all. No takedown defense whatsoever. So yeah, that was my flop for Dricus du Plessis.
I'm at the second that. I had Tommy Fleetwood as my flop, but the way Dricus looked, yeah, but you know what? We should have known better. Did you hear that DraftKings had Shimaev the favorite to win?
Oh yeah.
And he was the challenger, though. It's not
Yep.
often that the
Shimaev,
challenger is favored to
crazy.
win. And he was favored, and he delivered. So,
Definitely.
yeah, Dricus, yeah, you had to get my flop as well. Tommy, you got spared, but yeah, you still get flop too.
You still get flop too.
You still get a flop.
Double flop.
Okay.
It's still a double flop.
Still a flop. Who you propping, son?
Props is going to go to Shimaev. Just that domination. Hazmat Shimaev. Just that domination. And looks like with him being 15-0, looks like he's going to be here to stay in that middleweight division because it's not really too much competition that can really just go toe-to-toe with him from what I saw last night. Dude, as far as that grappling and that wrestling, that grounded pound, oh, man. Dude's going to be... Looks like he's gonna be here to stay for a little bit. So
think he can make it to 21-0. That'd be 6 fights,
six fights,
title defenses.
I think he can, man. The way he looked,
and that'd be amazing. I think that's a storyline for us to watch.
Yeah,
like how far can he take his run undefeated?
Undefeated, yeah. So
now that he's the champion.
Yeah, dude was cold. Dude's nice.
Yeah, he is. He is. My prop is going to go to a local athlete, Brooke Bierman, who graduated from Lafayette High School here in St. Louis.
Okay.
In 2021, she went on to Michigan State. She finished second in the 125th U.S. Women's Amateur Tournament at Bandon Dunes Golf Resort in Bandon, Oregon last week. Congratulations to her, Miss Brooke Bierman. That's nice, especially for a local player to trying to get onto the women's tour, but you got to perform well at the amateur ranks. And yeah, she took second in that tournament, so good for her. All right, son, we're at this point in the podcast where we get to tell someone to sit your ass down. Man, sit your ass down.
Damn.
Please. And thank you. Who you telling, son?
My sit your ass down is going to go to Aisha Howard. This is the baby mama of NBA star Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards paid her up front in child support. So he paid her $1 million.
Yeah, 1.8. Yeah.
Yep. The next 18 years, all in a lump sum. You know what I'm saying? But she feels betrayed. And she said it's unfair to her because that's what he makes right now. If there's a chance that he makes more money, then I can't get no more of that money that he's going to make. So if his income goes up, if his income goes up, I can't make that. Sit your ass down. You guys are not together. You had a baby by him, money. That you weren't his wife. You weren't with him to build his career. You were just a one and done.
A thought.
He slipped up. He paid you up front.
Yeah,
you go figure out how to go invest that money. You go start something like
you can flip that money and make it accrue some interest.
Exactly,
that baby will be set for life.
Because she's like, I already used 100,000. What if I run out before he turns 18? That's not his problem.
That's on you. Yeah,
live below your means. You don't have to spend all that money. Like it's for the baby.
The baby.
How'd you already spend $100,000? The baby's not even one.
No, oh my goodness. See,
like you already spent 100,000 of it. Like
on what? Oh, on yourself.
Exactly. Because you want to go out and this is for the child.
What's your career looking like? What are you doing?
You do something. You be an adult and figure it out.
Man, you can take that and turn it into a business and really make something of it.
Man,
she wants to floss.
You want to floss. Oh, if his income goes up, then I can't get none of it.
That ain't for you.
We're not together.
Yeah, we're not a couple.
We just had a baby together. Like you got me. You got me.
And the money is for the baby.
The child is child support, right. Not baby mama.
Spousal support.
Spousal support. You got to figure that out on your own end.
Yeah, wow.
Like that had nothing to do with me. So I was like, oh, she said the judge portrayed her. You got $1 million.
You got almost 2, 1.8. That's
Yeah,
every
you almost
2.
got 2. So
You
if you
should be
can't be
set.
smart with that,
Yeah,
you
you
can't be
should be
smart with that.
set.
That's not his problem.
She needs to get an advisor, but seriously, someone who she really, really, really can trust, so he or she doesn't steal the money, but invest that money for her so that when the baby's time for her to go to college, him or
Roth
her to go to
IRA,
college,
it's
then it's
gonna
straight.
be by the time it's 18, that should
Oh
be
my
18
God.
million.
Oh my goodness. There's so many ways she could flip that money and make so much
And
more.
make some, and you can just chill off of it.
Oh.
But you want to run through it,
Now
and
you want to be greedy.
Yeah, you want to be greedy. Well, what if he makes more? Well, that's
So?
because he earned more.
And what if you don't make any? You'll be broke. That's what.
Yeah,
what if?
I was like, sit your ass down.
Damn,
Come
good
on.
one. Yeah, she needs to sit her ass down.
Sit your ass down and
go kicked off in it.
And go plan something out. Go think. Just be creative.
Wow.
There's ways, like you said, get a financial advisor, someone you can trust. Put it in some accounts, some trust, some bonds.
Yeah.
And just let that money sit for the child.
For the child.
And by the time the child's 18, they will be set. Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down, man. Yeah, that got me. That gets me hyped up on that one. Damn, yeah, sit your ass down. Mine is gonna go to former Brave, former Yankees outfielder, designated hitter, played for the Oakland Athletics, David Justice.
David Justice.
And sit your ass down. So he said recently on the All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, that he divorced Halle Berry because she didn't appear to be motherly enough for him. And sit your ass down. It's Halle Berry, man. Talking about she didn't cook and she didn't clean. One of the most beautiful women in the world you're married to. Okay? She can't cook, hire a chef. She can't clean, hire a maid.
Hire a maid.
You know, she's not motherly enough for the baby, get a nanny. Set your ass down, man.
Get someone who can do all three.
Get somebody, get a live-in maid.
A live-in maid.
All the things that you need.
And cook, clean,
this is
and all
Halle
that.
Berry. But what are you talking about? She ain't motherly enough. One of the most beautiful women in the world.
And got the cheese too.
And got the cheese. And she was supporting him because she was making more than him at the time.
That was Halle Berry. She was at the top of the top.
Actually, she was just starting to get to her where she was getting constant roles and making a lot of money. Man, sit your ass down, David Justice. I just couldn't believe he said that. And my thing, why now? She's not checking for you, man.
She's really
this is
not
30 years later. You got remarried, I think, a couple of times. And
I guess
anyway, man, sit your ass down.
I guess they didn't fit up to the par either.
They weren't motherly enough.
They weren't. So what was the excuse for them? Sounds like you're the problem.
Excuse? Yeah, you're the problem, man. Damn, sit your ass down. Motherly. We're talking motherly. Not wife. Not wife.
Not wife. Not wife.
Not wife. Not the wife I love. We're talking motherly.
We're talking about mother. She didn't see mother enough. Who knows? Well, some people like.
And you got a child to see that, though.
Exactly. Like, how do you predetermine that before you even?
Exactly.
No one's,
you don't
not
know
really thinking,
until you get there.
Until you have it. And then you can determine. I get you want to. I don't. No. I'm not. I don't get that. Honestly,
that doesn't make sense, does
it? Because you didn't have the child yet, so you don't. She could have changed. You being a mother definitely could have changed. A lot of women into just, oh yeah, let me do this and dial back on this, and let me be more of this, or let me do more. Give her a chance, and it's Halle Berry.
Exactly.
I would have gave her a chance.
We both 3 or 4 chances.
Hey, but we can cater. I don't need you to.
And that was my thing. You won't make enough money. You're not really cooking like that. No way. Hire a chef, man. Hire a nanny.
Oh, she didn't cook enough. Go get somebody to cook.
Sit your ass down, man. Woo. All right, son.
You're a jackass.
You're a jackass. On top of it.
So you let go of Halle Berry because she wasn't motherly enough.
And she wasn't cooking enough. She wasn't cleaning enough. Man, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down.
And why now, though? Like I said, she's not checking for you like that, bro. Not at all. Damn, son, that was a lot of good content.
That was
a fast hour. I can't believe we went past an hour already. Don't forget, folks, me and D will be on the road, live and in living color on August 30th. We'll be down in Sikeston, Missouri at the Copper Still Lounge.
Yeah.
Probably start around 7:30-ish. We'll be live on YouTube, but If you get a chance to come see us in person, please do so.
Check us out.
Definitely will appreciate the support is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Also, the Monday night crew will be coming back together for our 2025 preview show in the next week or so. So look out for that. And of course, get your merch. Get your mugs, get your cups, get whatever you got. We got you. Whatever
all
you
colors
want.
too.
All colors, man. This is that line. It doesn't show up as good as I thought it would, but it's in person. It's popping.
It's popping.
It's popping. But yeah, just continue to support, continue to listen. We definitely appreciate it. We don't take this for granted, and we hope you appreciate the love and the work that we put into this so that you all can enjoy with us. And again, if you want to be on here with us, come to us.
Holler at us. We love guests.
Come holler at us. We love guests. We love people being a part of the process. And like I said, we appreciate the listeners and the watchers of the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. Son, take us home.
Hey, but until next time, also appreciate the 50 subscribers to the YouTube channel. We appreciate that. We officially hit 50. That's 50 people who believe in us.
50.
Who just wanted to see us on a weekly basis. So we appreciate y'all. But until next time. I'ma holla at you. Peace.